Welcome to Fabulosity For You, and my name is Angie. If this is your first time watching my channel, please click the subscribe button, then click the notification bell so when I upload videos, you'll be the first to know. Like this video and make a comment. This channel is about fashion, relationship advice, and lifestyle. And if this is not your first time visiting my channel, well, welcome back, my queens, and welcome to the kings out there. So, today is Friday, guys. It is Friday. And I don't know about you, but I had a long week. I am so glad to be sitting here. I've been waiting to talk to my kings and queens all week. Okay? I want to first thank my new subscribers for subscribing to this channel. We are almost at 900. As soon as we get to 900, I will be doing a giveaway, okay? I'm so excited to do another giveaway. And so, for those that have not subscribed and you've been watching my channel, subscribe and help your girl out, okay? So, for every 100 subscriber, I will be doing a giveaway. And then when we get to that 1,000 subscribers, I'll be giving away a jackpot. And so I'm going to be looking for the people that are liking, that are making comments, and are subscribed to my other social media platforms, which is in the description. Okay, so it's Friday, and you know what time it is. It's Friday. Hey, it's Friday. Ow, it's Friday. Yeah, it's Friday. Hey, it's Friday. It is Friday. Now, I put my video out late today, but I guess it don't matter because people watch videos at different times. But I have been watching scary movies all evening, and I'm just now deciding to do a video, okay? And so tonight, as I said to you Thursday night, we are doing a Dear Angie. I'm going to be doing my Dear Angies until I've addressed all my letters. And so today is a Dear Angie. So go get your popcorn. Go get your snack of choice. Go get your drink of choice. And come back and sit with your girl Angie and see and listen to this Dear Angie. Okay? But before I begin, I just want to say, on Fridays, I like to get all jazzed up for my queens and kings. So tonight I have on a leather bustier with a turtleneck and some leather pants. And I think I'm looking fly. For those of you that are just watching me for the first time, I like to get fly for my kings and for my queens, okay? I think I did the job. So the glasses for today are my favorite ones right now, which are my dupe Louis Vuitton glasses. They don't make me want to buy the real ones, okay? But these are so nice. I don't care to buy the real ones. I don't want to spend $1,000 and some dollars on some sunglasses. No, I don't. So I'm going to go ahead and put these on. They look good. They feel good. And I like them. So this is the look. Now, for those of you that are here with me for the first time, I like to wear shades because, honey, I throw shades. So when I start cutting up, doing all of this and doing this, then you know exactly what time it is, okay? So I'm going to say this. Call, text, email, send a letter in a bottle, baby, and tell everybody Angie is on the line. And she has a Dear Angie letter to discuss. And so we're going to get right into it. Okay, so I also want to say that if you have a relationship topic that you want me to talk about, or if you are in need of advice, text me. Email me. My email is in the description. Okay, and I'll be more than happy to do so. Because when you write into me and I'm putting it on my channel, I am helping somebody. Because somebody is going through the same thing as you. And they might not know what to do. And so by you writing me and me putting it on my channel, we are helping people. And so before I even begin, I just want to thank the person that wrote in to me. I appreciate you. And thank you for writing in. And I'm going to give you the advice that you're asking me for. Okay, so I received a letter from a 43-year-old man from LA. Hey, LA. Thank you for writing in, LA. We got LA in the house. We got LA in the house. We got LA in the house. We got people from Los Angeles, baby, in the house. Okay? So he says, Dear Angie, I am a 43-year-old man. I found out about your channel through my sister. She was telling me how she really enjoys your channel, and she especially not only love your fashions, but she likes your relationship topics. And she says she's learning a lot, and it's making her be a better person in her relationship. And if my sister's saying that, I said to myself, let me check your channel out. And I do. I really do like the way you give advice. I like your relationship topics. And I like your Dear Angie's. I really didn't think I would be writing to you a Dear Angie, but your boy really needs some advice. He said, I met this woman, and when I say she was everything I was looking for, she had the look, she had the shape, she had the clothing, she had the job, she had the personality, she had the swag. I mean, she was everything I was looking for. And I am what you get ladies call a six-figure man. I have the job, the money, the house, the cars. I have it all. I'm not gonna call myself like I'm real attractive or really body in physical shape, but I'm not the worst and I'm not the ugliest. And so for me to meet a woman that had everything on my checklist, I was so excited to get to know this woman. And so we started talking on the phone, and I started having, I have get-togethers, and I started inviting her to my get-togethers, and she has met my friends. She was a hit with my friends and my family, and everybody just loved her. And so do I never believed in love at first sight, but here I am. So he said we started dealing with each other, dating and this and that. And we would, of course, have sex. So while I'm sleeping after sex, about a couple hours later, she's putting her clothes on. And I'm like, where you going? And she said, oh, I got things to do in the morning. So the latest she ever stayed in my house was 1 o'clock. And I'm like, okay. I didn't question her because if people say they got something to do, hey, do what you do. Do what you got to do. He said, but her birthday was coming up, and I was excited to be able to just treat her like a lady. He said I set up. I was getting tickets to a her favorite concert, artist, singer. I was getting hotel accommodations. I was going to buy her a really nice, expensive gift to show her, hey, this is how I treat somebody that I want to be with. And I told her about all of the things, and she was acting like she was happy. But when I said I'm about to get the tickets and book the room, she was like, I can't go. And so I'm like, what's up? Why you can't go? And she was like, oh, something came up, but we can meet for drinks earlier that day on her birthday. So you know what? I didn't question her. I said, if she want to meet for drinks, this is her birthday. She say something come up. She got something to do. Who am I to say anything? So I said, okay, that's cool. But it left me feeling like, something's not right. And so when I met up with her, we was drinking our cocktails, and I just flat out said, are you living with somebody? And she was taken aback, and she said, well, why would you ask me that? And he said, because you doing this all the time. You looking over your shoulders. You can't stay over my house later than 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. And so she said, well, I'm glad to put it out on the table. Yes, I am living with somebody. I didn't bring it up because I'm on my way out. I got 2 more weeks and then I'm moving. And my situation's messy and I didn't want to scare you off. And I was glad that she right away admitted to it. And I do understand that sometimes when you meet people, they got things going on. But since she said she was moving in 2 weeks, I was cool with that. I said, okay, well, at least I know what's going on. And it's cool with me. So 2 weeks later, like she said she moved. I went to her crib to pick her up because we was going to the show. And we get to the show and get out the car, and this dude drives up next to us, jumps out the car, and was like talking to her and was like, "Oh, so this is what we doing right now? This dude, this ugly dude, you sitting up cheating with me on?" And I was like, man, get on out of here. Go on about your business. He said, no, man, you ain't got nothing to do with this. This is my wife. So you need to get out of this. And I looked at her, I said, is that your husband? And she said, yeah. And he said immediately he jumped back in his ride and he was gone. He said he was really hurt because she didn't mention she had a husband, that was who she was living with. And so she tried to call him later on that night, and he said he didn't answer the phone. And then when he did answer the phone, he said, I told her, listen, go on about your business. I'm done. I'm not with all of this. And hung up the phone. He said, but she called me back, and it's been 3 months. And she called me and said, listen, I'm sorry for what had happened. I'm sorry I wasn't honest. But I did not lie because I was living with somebody. I was living with my husband and we were separated at that time. Now I'm divorced. And so I really do have feelings for you. I really enjoy being with you. And I want us to continue where we left off. And so I was surprised that she even said all of that. And I told her, listen, I have to get back with you. So Angie, I need your advice. Wow, that was a letter for you. That was some letter. And so I'm gonna unpack this letter. So you didn't say where you met this woman at, but you said you met this woman. She was all that you wanted. She was beautiful. She had style. She had a good job. She had a good personality. And you was really feeling her. And then you described yourself as being this 6-figure guy, making money, very, very successful, but you said you wasn't physically fit and you wasn't the finest man out here. But this woman, you were surprised, was attracted to you, is what I got out of it. And she was everything you was looking for. You took her around your family and friends, and she fit right on in. Everybody loved her. And when you guys were intimate at night, you said you fall asleep comfortable. She laying in your arms. And then about 1 o'clock in the morning, she putting on her clothes saying she has to go. And you never questioned her. Okay. And that you made all these beautiful plans for her birthday and she couldn't go. She really didn't give you an excuse, and you really didn't. She didn't give you a good excuse, and you didn't question her. You didn't question her. And so you meet her for drinks, and you say your gut feelings came in and said, "This something wrong. This girl have to be living with somebody." You ask her, and she was, hey, yeah, I'm living with somebody. And then she said she would be gone in 2 weeks. And she was. And you picked her up, and you found out her husband followed you guys, and this woman was married. And now she's saying they divorced, and she wants to pick up where you guys left off at. Wow. My king, you saw the red signs. You saw the red flags, and you didn't question it. You let it ride. It was a whole lot of red flags you saw, and you let it ride. And I guess you let it ride because you was very infatuated with this woman. But just like I talk about in my videos, when you see a red flag, you need to stop. You need to question that person. And if it's not making sense, then you need to move on. But some people, they don't want to question because guess what? They don't want to know. You didn't want to know. Because if every time you slept with this woman and she had to get up at 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, and you not asking her, where are you going? What's going on? You knew you never been in her house. You didn't mention that you was laying in her bed. She was laying in your bed. So you kind of knew that something wasn't right. And you didn't question it. That's a mistake on your part. So then when you finally, because you knew something was wrong, but you didn't want to know. But then you said, you know what? Hey, when she couldn't go for the birthday and you had all these nice things planned, and she just said, I can't do it. I can do some drinks early. That wasn't making no sense. That was a red flag. And you knew it, so you just came on out with it and said, hey, are you living with somebody? And she said she was. You said she was being honest and said, yes, I'm living with somebody. Now, what I don't like about her is, I don't care how messy your situation is. She's sitting up dating you. She's meeting your family. She's meeting your friends. She's acting like she's a single woman. So she was not honest with you at all. She was playing you big time. And I didn't like that she couldn't be honest and say, hey, I'm living with somebody. It's a situation. I'm gonna be out of there in 2 weeks. Or she could have just said, hey, I'm not able to date right now. Let me hit you back up when I am. And when she was single and free, then that's when she should have got with you. You know what I mean? So I don't like how she played you. And that says a lot about her for not even trying to be halfway honest with you. As far as saying, hey, I'm living with somebody. But you didn't question her. You didn't question her. She said you didn't ask. And so it's important when you date somebody to ask questions. Don't be not scared to ask no questions. Ask questions. You need to know. Period. So she says she's living with somebody. She only have 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks later she invites you over to the home, and that was evidently the marital home. And that guy was probably sitting there watching y'all and decided to follow. And the tripped out thing is, she put your life in danger. Because this man could have had a gun. Who's to say he didn't? This man could have shot you. This man could have killed you over this woman that you don't really know. You don't know this girl. You don't know that woman because she's a liar. So what do you know that's real about her? And so he's saying, you sitting up thinking this is a guy she just broke up with, and you like, hey, stay out of it. And he's like, no, this is my wife. You stay out of it. And then you ask her if that's her husband. She said, yeah, you did the right thing to jump in your car and drive away. That's not somebody that's not a situation you're going to sit there and argue back and forth, because then it would have been a fight, or it would have been somebody got killed. It wouldn't have ended up good. So you did the right thing. And then you said she called you later and trying to explain, and you was like, you're not trying to hear it. Goodbye. Don't call me. Lose my number. And you know what? That's how it should stay. And then she had the nerve to call you back a couple months later saying she got a divorce. She's moved in her own place and she wanted to be with you. Now, I don't know what's on your list of a good woman or your dream woman, but I know doggone well being a straight up liar is one of them. So my advice to you, my king, you seem like you're a good man, and you need to find you a good woman. Somebody that's going to be honest with you. Somebody that you can trust. Because now the relationship is built on deceit. She played with your feelings. She played with your heart. And unfortunately, a lot of people do those type of things. So you're not alone. It's a whole lot of men and women that have ran across people that are still married in situations and lie about it. And so you don't even know if she's telling the truth. And so if I was you, I would run as fast as I can from that woman. I would block her. I would not have anything to do with her. Because let me tell you something. When somebody show you their true colors, you better believe it. You better believe it. And so on that note, I'm going to end this by saying you need to reevaluate what your dream woman is. It's good. I mean, of course, you know, you want to have a good looking woman, the body, the this, the that, the that. But I did not one time hear you say she has a good heart. She's a good person. She's trustworthy. Important. What you told me was superficial things. And that's what's wrong. A lot of men look for superficial things about a woman. She gotta have long hair. She gotta be in shape. She gotta have a big butt. She gotta have a big butt. She gotta have this. But what about what she has in her heart? What about you can connect with her mentally, not just physically? So a lot of men, that's all they worried about is the physical. And that's why this type of things happen when you meet somebody that you think is the dream woman. So I would advise you to revisit what you consider a dream woman. Okay? It can't always be about how somebody look and how they dress and what they have and the jobs. It also has to do with their personality, who they are inside, what kind of individual they are. Is this somebody that's going to be faithful? Because if this was her husband and she's not divorced, she was dating you. And they was living in the same home. So she definitely wasn't anybody you can trust. And so I'm sorry that happened to you. But you're not alone in this. It's a lot of this happens to both men and women. I hope that you can receive my advice. But I just want to say, stay in peace and not in pieces. And thank you for watching my channel.
One.